It's 1850, and you're a New Yorker hearing about that sweet, sweet gold on the West Coast. You have three options: across the country by mule, sail around Cape Horn, or a boat to Panama, trek through the jungle, and hop on another boat the other side. All going well, you'll be at Disneyland within 2 months. But the Panama Trek was incredibly deadly, so using Irish and Chinese labourers, the Panama Railroad was built. 500,000 people travelled it in the first 10 years. It became a major artery for the US Postal Service and was soon the highest priced stock on the New York Exchange. Transcontinental travel was big business. 50 miles of land was the only thing stopping the Atlantic from meeting the Pacific, and all the trade, politics, and power that came with it. It's 1850, and...
Okay, so the Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869. It's now 1880, and the President of the United States has commissioned you. Why you? I don't know. Bad choice, apparently. But he's commissioned you to find a new way to move massive amounts of goods from the East Coast, by New York, the red dot, to the West Coast, where we can't quite see it over where it says Francisco. So in your team of one, because we're modifying the lesson, brainstorm a solution that takes less time and allows the transport of massive quantities of goods. So, Transcontinental Railroad, sure, that's great, but that's not cutting it. It's too far, and you can't transport enough goods. So brainstorm a way to transport the goods from New York to San Francisco and back if necessary. So as the video said, you can go around the southern tip of South America, Cape Horn. It takes about 6 months. You can come through Panama and then hop on train, but realistically, you're not really saving anything overtaking the Transcontinental Railroad here, and it's not allowing the transport of enough goods either. We want more goods to be transported than train, because you're coming in on a ship to the New York Harbor or into San Francisco Bay, and you'd have to unload everything onto the railroad and then transport across and then re-unload over here. Takes a long time. So take a minute, brainstorm. There are certain explorers that tried to do this that came up through here and into the Great Lakes and made it to the last Great Lake and realized that it doesn't continue on all the way to the Pacific coast. There's some that came around and looked up above, up north yet in Canada for a waterway, never found one. So just brainstorm, and I'm going to have you write your answer on the next section, on the next question.